The Osiris File, Forbidden Secrets of Resurrection. Hello everyone. Everyone knows Osiris as the god of resurrection and life after death in Egyptian mythology, but what is not mentioned in public literature is that the character of Osiris was not entirely a myth. Documents from the ancient Heliopolis library, hidden away since the 3rd century BC, indicate that Osiris was a real priest-king who actually lived thousands of years before the unification of Egypt. His story was later transformed into a religious symbol to conceal certain secrets. But fortunately, there are documents that reveal them. I'm going to tell you about an extremely controversial and forbidden archaeological discovery related to the secrets of resurrection. The main source is a series of texts and artifacts known as the Black Book of the Dead, or the Osiris Parchment. The first of these manuscripts was discovered in the Valley of the Kings in 1887 and is currently held at the British Museum. Other fragments were found at various times, but most remain in private collections. So let's go over the content of this mysterious text, which is said to be thousands of years old. But before we do so, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. If you enjoy hearing about archaeology discoveries from around the world, let us begin. File 1, The Lost Book of Osiris. It is believed that there is a text known as the Black Papyrus of Osiris, which has never been displayed in museums. Archaeological reports that have not been made public indicate that the papyrus was found in the Valley of the Kings in 1887, then mysteriously disappeared after being confiscated by a British expedition. The only ones who know about its existence are members of a secret society. According to their secret summaries, the contents of the book included ritual instructions for keeping the body alive after death, such as reanimation spells and instructions for mummification, science of sound frequencies to revitalize consciousness, description of an underground stone chamber used as a portal between the physical world and the otherworldly. Apparently, there is more than one such portal in different places on our planet. As for the Parchment of Ani, which is in the collection of the British Museum, it contains many references to Osiris. For example, it shows the ritual procession of Osiris, which was led by Anubis, the god with the head of a jackal, who was in charge of guiding the souls of the dead to the afterlife. All of these rituals, of course, had a practical purpose, and the entire ceremony was aimed at resurrecting Osiris. However, no one knows exactly what happened during the ceremony. After all, it's all shrouded in mystery. There is also evidence that the cult of Osiris worshipped a blue fire, or perhaps it was a blue flame. Some scholars believe that it symbolized the soul of Osiris, while others suggest that it could represent the supreme god Atum, who created the world. But the truth is, there is no way of knowing. And here comes File to Osiris and hidden energy. In addition to the aforementioned artifacts, many texts have been attributed to the cult of Osiris. In particular, there is mention of the blue breath, which is not a poetic metaphor, but something else entirely. This blue breath can be found in many ancient Egyptian texts, but no one knows for sure what it means. In 1963, a closed report appeared in the French archives, which stated that the blue breath was discovered during experiments on the human electromagnetic field. The experimenters were shocked to find that chanting certain names, including Osiris, produced a physical change in the field surrounding the body. Scientists haven't been able to explain this phenomenon, and even now the results of these studies are kept secret. But that's not all. In the 1970s, Soviet researchers at the Institute of Archaeology began excavating and studying the ancient city of Abydos. They uncovered an enormous temple dedicated to Osiris, filled with carvings and mysterious symbols. One of these depicted Osiris sitting on a throne surrounded by strange stars. This suggests that Osiris may have been the first astronomer. Perhaps he received this knowledge from visitors from another world. This leads us to the third file. Resurrection was not symbolic. The traditional version claims that Isis searched for her husband's dismembered body and eventually found it. She reunited the pieces and resurrected him, and they conceived Horus, who later defeated Set, the god of evil, and avenged his father. However, this is just a simplified fairy tale. In fact, the ancient Egyptians believed that the ritual of resurrection was real, not symbolic. According to the censored versions of the Book of the Dead, there was knowledge of a process of temporary revival. The dead person would supposedly be brought back to life for a few hours. This was achieved through a combination of plant drugs and ritual breathing, but the specific method remained a secret. The ancient Egyptians kept careful records of their experiments, and the results were documented in the tombs of Osiris priests. Traces of narcotic plants have been found in several of these tombs, and it is believed that they were used to induce out-of-body experiences. The idea of temporary revival can also be found in other ancient cultures, such as India, where it is still practiced today. This raises the question, was Osiris based on a real historical figure, or was he simply a product of someone's imagination? According to some sources, Osiris lived thousands of years before the unification of Egypt and was a priest-king of the city of Abydos. He was a great leader, and his people revered him as a god. He was responsible for establishing the cult of Osiris, which became very popular throughout Egypt. But when he died, his followers tried to hide his death from the public to prevent chaos and civil unrest. This brings us to the fourth file, Osiris and the visitors. Most likely, Osiris was not only a priest-king, but also an intermediary between the gods and humans. Many researchers agree that the Egyptians believed he was sent to Earth by aliens. In the 1970s, researchers at the Soviet Space Agency examined the carving of Osiris, sitting on a throne surrounded by strange stars. They concluded that Osiris was not an ordinary man, but an emissary from another world. The fact that he is often depicted in green may symbolize his connection to extraterrestrials, as green is the color of aliens. Additionally, the Egyptians left behind a huge legacy of pyramids, temples, and other structures that are still poorly understood. We don't know exactly how they managed to build such massive structures without modern technology. Perhaps Osiris possessed advanced knowledge that helped him and his followers accomplish these feats. All this information was classified as top secret, and for centuries, only a few initiates knew about it. The true purpose of the Book of Osiris remains a mystery. However, we can speculate that it contained secret cult rituals that were performed in the 20th century. Some believe that these rituals were intended to prolong life and bring people closer to the gods. Others believe that the rituals were used to communicate with extraterrestrial beings. After all, ancient Egyptian culture was deeply connected to the cosmos. They carefully recorded the positions of the stars and planets and believed that the universe had a profound impact on human lives. They developed complex systems of astrology and astronomy, and used them to predict the future and understand the mysteries of the universe. Despite the passage of time, the legacy of Osiris continues to fascinate and inspire awe in those who study ancient Egyptian culture. His story reminds us of the enduring power of belief and the human desire to understand the mysteries of life, death, and the universe. But the question remains, did Osiris really exist, or is he just a figment of the collective imagination? Did he really bring people back to life, or was it all just make-believe? Unfortunately, we may never know the true answers to these questions. The truth is that the secrets of Osiris lie buried deep in the sands of time, and only fragments of his story have survived to the present day. Nevertheless, we can continue to explore the mysteries of ancient Egypt and marvel at the ingenuity and creativity of a culture that flourished thousands of years ago. Maybe one day new discoveries will shed light on the enigmatic figure of Osiris and help us better understand the rich tapestry of ancient Egyptian history. Until then, his legend will continue to capture our imaginations and inspire our curiosity about the ancient world. What do you think about the mysterious secrets of Osiris? Did the ancient Egyptians really possess knowledge of resurrection and immortality? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoyed watching it. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.